Alright, here we are. Transmission cooler. Great big old fan off a motorcycle radiator. Gonna use that to cool this, I think. It blows that way, so it's gonna suck through here. So, we're going to put these pre-made heckamajigs over here, up against there, like that. Right away. And we're going to put these pre-made heckamajigs here into those pre-made, pre-measured heckamajigs there. And then bolt through 2 or 3 of these holes into the car. Somewhere. Probably sheet metal, whatever. So we're going to have these coming out that end, and these coming out that end. What we need now is some bolts, some washers, and some nuts and shit. But first, I must drink some iced tea. Because iced tea is an important part of this balanced breakfast. That is some good stuff, but it's a little lean. Needs more sugar. Ugh. Yeah, I've been up all night at work, so everything needs more sugar right now. Just got done with work, said, you know what, I'm going to make me a video of this. Fine establishment. The short ones work. Yep, cool. Alright, don't really need a washer on that side. Oh wow, look at this. Look at the yellow pollen on here. Just from sitting outside for a few days. That's crazy. Welcome to Northeast Ohio in the spring. I don't think it used to be this bad, but now it is. Maybe I'm just now noticing it because I'm old. I'm old and I need something to complain about. That'll work. Alright, here, hold this. Wait a minute, how the hell am I supposed to hold that onto here? We'll figure something out. That on there. Tighten her down just a hair. Another little stumpy bolt and another little stumpy nut. Of course, I mixed them all together. The last time I bought nuts and bolts and washers at Tractor Supply, so I got 1/4 inch, 5/16, and 3/8 all in the same bag. Yeah, that's fine, because it increases my magical abilities of telling different size hard fasteners apart by feel. You got to put a lot of points into those magical abilities. You know, you can't just be doing regular square stuff. You can't do muggle stuff, man. You got to do magic shit. That's the way she works. All right, so that there goes there. These two mash up against there. Now what I'll probably do, well, I'm not sure yet. Oh, yeah, here we go. I gotta poke another hole on each end of this here fan shroud hickey. Which means I gotta take this off. And it doesn't really have to be perfect, but we gotta get close-ish. Well, I gotta go get my drill, hold on. So what we'll do is we'll make a little hole at each end of this that's vaguely in the middle. It doesn't have to be exactly, but like right here-ish. Also make sure you drill through the brand new aluminum expensive ass little thing. Will that hold a bolt? It doesn't need to hold a bolt because, well, maybe bolt through there and washer it, but I kind of don't like doing it. Oh, yeah, we'll use them zip tie things. That'll fit perfectly through there. And then we'll use one of them zip tie things through this end. drilling a brand new fan, but everything on this car I pretty much had to modify. Okay, let's make sure we can see light through where we need to. Yep, cool. Alright. So what we'll do then is we'll get them little zip ties that stick through the radiator and stuff, through the cooler and whatever. Stick them through there, stick one through this side through this little loop, and the other one goes through the fins. I don't like going through the fins because it reduces their efficiency, effectiveness, whatever. But in this case, they're up against the shroud, so they're not going to do anything anyway. Ding? What is ding? Why you ding? Oh, my car just told me where it's at. Cool. Yeah. Every so often my Daytona that I've been working on, I've got her set up to automatically tell me where it's at with the GPS now. Just in case. Plus it gives me a super loud obnoxious alert every time I open up the door. Just in case, again. I put a lot of work into this thing, and I wouldn't want anybody running off with it. Especially somebody who didn't know the story behind it. Alright, so give me this. One of these here heckamajigs. Actually, you know what I'll do? Actually. Yeah, that'll do perfect right there, and it fits right in and it won't go through. But it's big enough that it holds the loop. Actually, I might put a washer in there with that too. Now let's grab two of these out of here. And then the little other side of it that goes through the other side. I think what we're going to do, I don't know what these springs are for. Got three, four of them. I don't think they're really applicable to our current situation. So these little hickeys here go onto the zip tie thing, and they're what zip it down. There's a catch thing or whatever. So, and we also got these little rubber spacer hickeys in here that I might probably not use. It'll be alright. It's aluminum against plastic, and it's going to be pretty solidly held on there, so we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Alright, you can hold that. Let's see. What we'll do, we're going to bolt this assembly together, and we're going to remove that, bolt it to the car, and put that back on. That way we don't diculate it. Will this fit through here? Yep. Will it fit through there with the L bracket on? Nope. Aha, so we did get more sizes of bolts for a good reason. We need two of these instead. Actually, four of these. I got like 10 of each size last time I went to Tractor Supply. Oh, these probably work too. There we go. Okay, cool. So I just went bolt crazy. Yep, cool, sure fits. Alright, we don't need a washer on this end. We do on the other end. Bolt berserk. That sounds like some weird obscure German word. Bolt berserken. Ich bin the Bolt berserken. Bring on the night. I couldn't stand another hour of daylight. That song was in my head for a while when the plague hit. I don't know. I got to work a lot more at night, which I enjoy. The night time is the right time. Sometimes the Cursed Evil Daystar is okay to look at, but I wouldn't want to be in... Oh, shit! I wouldn't want to be stuck in this brightness all the time. Whoops, hold on. I caught it with my foot. Look at this. It's still laying on my foot. Phew. That didn't ruin it too bad. I hope I didn't poke any holes in it either. Okay, stick the thingy on. Move this over here. Carefully this time. Are these sides different? Nope, they're the same. Alright, stick the higamajig through here. Go on the other side. Rotate this a hair. Scratch up my nice grill. Hey, it's a table. Yeah, I need a sandwich. Okay, cool. There we go. Yeah, that's a little awkward, but it'll work. Oh. Maybe I'll tack screw into that. Well, I guess I could just bolt it, because it's a little thin down there. We'll see. Make the bolt holes tight enough, you don't have to hold the other side of the bolt. Yeah, I guess you do, never mind. Close. Worked for a little bit. Not real sure that I like this way that I'm mounting this, because there probably ought to be support on the other end, but these are sturdy as all crap. I say as they wobble it every which way. Once I bolt this all together, it'll be okay. Okay, let's put the cooler in the middle here and then see if we can tighten it down. Tighten the bolts down so we know where it's going to sit. I don't want too big of an air gap here. Yeah, let her be. Give me a wrench. Actually, I'm just going to use my adjustable hammer. I can't remember who said that, but I'm glad I learned that term because it's excellent. That's high quality stuff there. Adjustable hammer. That is some good shit. Whoops, adjusting the hammer the wrong way. Nice. There we go. Nope. Now. Ha, gotcha. Gotcha, sucker. Cool. Alright. It's still sort of coincide with where it should be, I think so, yeah. Good. Tighten this one down. Tighten them ones down. Speaking of which, there's a store around here called Nemmons. It's like it's a guy named Nemmons, last name. And he started a store chain, different kinds of stores. And I used to think that was the same thing as M&M's. I was like, I want Nemmons. Nemmons IGA, Nemmons Save a Lot. Henry Nemmons, he's a good guy. My father's brother, too. Okay, now we can take this off of here. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's it. As a fan assembly, yeah, it's pretty stiff. Well, we're probably going to want to put a tie point on this end and run it down to something, but whatever. It's stable enough it'll take me to Rogers and back today. I don't think this car is actually going to go to Rogers, but we'll see. The Rogers Flea Market. Rogers, Ohio. Place is awesome, and this would be about the kind of vehicle I need to take there. Show all the dirtball folks my class. Kind of classy operation we run here. Oh, wow, cool. It jams right in there and just stays. That's nice. Whoops. And I bent all the fins off of it. Good job. There we go. Okay, stick in there. Stay there. Bend that fin back. No, not fin bar. That's Sean William McLaughlin's little buddies. Fin bar. That's the shark and raft, I think he was calling that. Oops. Okay. Now that that's set, let's put the little hickamajigs in there. Let's put a washer on this side, just to keep her on. You know what? Oh, I know what those things are for. Hold on. No washers. We're going to use these little... That's why they get the hole in the middle. Duh. People are screaming at their TVs right now, which is odd because I'm not on the TV. Well, I might be on the TV. I don't know. Depends on what you got your computer or your phone or whatever hooked up to. Alrighty then. We jam this here on there. Whoops, hold on. Let's put the pokey bit through the pokey bit receptacle here. And then put the pokey bit through the pokey bit receptacle on that side. And we'll stick it right through there, and that's nice and insulated too, so it won't hurt it too badly as much. And this here pokey bit receptacle. This here pokey bit. And we got a watch on this side. Make sure we can find the hole. That's what the ladies say. Starting already. Ding. There we go. Cool. Alright. Found the hole. Yank her through. And floop it. Which way do these stick on? Probably that way. You don't want to pull these too hard because they'll ruin things, but you don't want to pull them not hard enough because it'll wear through things. Oh wow, I haven't done this for 23 years. The last time I put one of these things on something, one of these little clamp zip tie radiator things, was on my Dodge van. on our way to Alabama. We took a road trip, me and two friends of mine. Originally we were going to go to Stone Mountain, Georgia, but we got lost, and we sat in traffic in Atlanta for 5 hours, and 5 lanes went down to 1, and construction and just various other whatever stupidity they do when you have a big city and you got to make everybody stop in the middle of the damn highway for forever with no air conditioning and a hot day in June. Anyways, so we ended up going to Cheaha Mountain Park in Alabama, and that was pretty nice until Tropical Storm Allison. Whoops. That whole trip was like cursed. Probably Jerry. That dude's got the worst luck. Jerry pissed off a witch. Not that all witches are bad, actually there are quite a few good ones. The one that Jerry pissed off probably wasn't the best of them. So anyways, we're down in Alabama. Oh shit. Well, that was fucked. Great, now we gotta get another one. Guess that's why they give you 4 of them. Well, the first day out of the trip, we're going down to, we're on our way to Stone Mountain in Georgia just to check it out because it looked kind of cool. And then that wasn't our only destination. We were just going to go look around and see what's down there because there's just generally cool stuff. Went through the Smoky Mountains, but first we ended up in West Virginia. And this van automatically just starts overheating. Like as soon as we get it, we got down out of PA, and as soon as we get in the mountains, as soon as we get that thing up to 60 mile an hour, it just overheats to beat hell. Every time we got it up to 60 mile an hour or better, it would overheat and it would blow all the oil out. So the whole way down there, I mean, I wanted to take the back roads anyway because interstates suck. Devil roads, I call them. Everybody else wanted to take the interstate faster. So we had to take the back roads anyway. This thing is, so I didn't know it at the time, but it had a U-joint going bad. It was kind of vibrating. It wasn't that bad, but it was tolerable. Did that work? Yes, good. This U-joint's going bad all the while. I'm like, well, I'll fix it when I get back. We're going through West Virginia. Eventually we get up in the mountains enough that I have to do something about the radiator. And I never did figure out what was wrong with the radiator, but I think it had, it was one of them fin rot problems like Ohio gets, where the fins all rot out of the radiator, like that one over there. That garbage they're using on the road, that calcium chloride, just eats right through the radiators and everything else, which they shouldn't be using because it's dangerous. It kills people. Anyways, so we get on through West Virginia. We're stopping these little towns along the way to get water and fill the radiator back up again. And we stop at an AutoZone and we get an extra fan. So I spend the time to wire this extra fan up. I put it on a switch. We put this extra fan, or electric fan, it's a big one, like $70, $75 and $2001, which is a lot. For me especially. Wire this thing up and it helps a little bit, but not very much. We can hold 55, barely 60 on the highway. So we end up lodging at a La Quinta Inn, somewhere, I think it was either just across the border. I think we were still in southern West Virginia. We didn't quite make it through the mountains, through the tunnels and stuff yet, over the mountain. Then we went, oh yeah, I think the second day we ended up in Virginia, because that's where we were going. We were going down to US 19. I used to like that until they turned it all into a freeway. Okay. Shoot, that's ready to hitch up. You know what I'm going to do before I hitch that up, though, is I'm going to change this plug. Well, I guess I don't really have to. I can put a couple of spades on there, but I sort of don't like that because it's not really an outdoor rated plug. Yeah, we're going to change that. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, so on the second day, we ended up going through Virginia, and It's not too eventful. We're on US 19. It's a real nice ride. You should take US 19 through West Virginia, Virginia, and all the way down to Florida if you ever get a chance. Once you get out of PA, well, even in PA, it's really nice. It's beautiful. At least it used to be before they turned the whole thing into an interstate. 79's okay, but 19 is the way. Why was I? Oh, I know. I was coming in here for a couple of things. One of which being a battery for the camera because it's about to drop dead. And the other of the things I was coming in here for was I forgot. Shoot. Ugh, I forgot. I needed a battery, and I needed poop. I can't remember. No, not a TL thing. Those are USB Ethernet adapters. I don't need one of those. What did I need? Besides a battery. Got blue shop rags. Ah, crap. I'll find out when I get back out there. Putting the thing on the what? Oh, yes. Juice parts. Plugs. Here we go. Aha. Just happen to have one on hand. Actually, I've got a bunch of them. I'm going to use a small one for this. We'll use the big one for the big radiator, then the small plug for the small radiator so we don't get them mixed up. Although I'm assuming that if we're going to be running them, we're probably going to be running them both at the same time. Alright, got a camera battery, and I got me a wiry thing. Camera still on? Camera still on. Here's my wiry thing. Here's the battery the camera takes. I got a, hold on, let's look. Move my glasses down a little bit. 4.995 watt hour, 1350 milliamp hour, 3.7 volt. That's the biggest battery I can find for this camera. Alright, let's pause this recording and I will stick the battery in. I'll be right back with you on this. Okay, back I am. Camera with a full battery, laptop with a full, an empty hard drive. I'm recording the audio on the laptop, recording the video on the camera, so that's how we do things downtown. There she be. That's my setup. Now I thought I had a place to mount this on the front of the car. I can't remember if it was or not, but we will try. Let's go look. So on the road trip, we're going through West Virginia, and it's nice. We sleep at La Quinta Inn, and I bitched everybody out about pissing on the floor in the bathroom. It turned out it was me. Sorry, guys. I got all mad about it. I was like really burnt out from the day. That was no excuse for that, though. I was ignorant. I got all mad about it. I don't think anybody really held it too bad. Yeah, sorry, guys. Anyways, so we can take this beautiful, nice-looking trip down through Virginia on US 19. Do it. It's awesome. And I think then North Carolina, and then after that, Tennessee, and then we eventually ended up in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't like that place very much. No offense to anybody who lives there or goes there or likes it, but I just do not. Especially the traffic. Although they might have fixed it in the last 25 years, or 23 years. So I don't trust it as far as I can throw it. Alright, where can we shove this thing? Well, I mean, I know I can find a place, but where can we shove this thing on the car? Let us do this. Ah, I know. Here's what we'll do. Well, can that stick out how far? Nope, not that far. Shoot. Well, the thing I was thinking about won't work. What if'n? Well, no. Well, here's a little sticking spot right here. Shoot. Look at this. We got a little spot right by the oil thingamajig. It's already near the lines. There's my, here's how I hooked up the oil remote filter. I only got two big tech screws in it, but she's solid. Look at that. I trust that to go on Power Tour. It's probably better than most of the stuff they got. I got to rip them wires out too, because that's just well, some of those have to stay, but some of it's the airbag and garbage like that. Stuff we don't use anymore. And so that's got to, oh, dudeliness. Look at this. The original carbon canister. I didn't even know that was there. Oh, shit. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of putting that Chevy one on, we're going to put this one on, hook this one up instead. Oh, that makes my day. The only reason I'm doing that is just because I don't want to go to this. Every time I get gas, somebody in the gas station where everyone's pumping gasoline will inevitably say, I smell gas. Every damn time. I smell gas. Well, oh, the line's busted off it. Shoot, I don't think that's going to work. The one spigot's broke off it. Well, maybe not. I don't know. But we do have a spot for what to stick a thing to. A hickey sticking spot. You know, I probably should have zipped this thing to the front of the radiator and just said screw it. Or the back of the radiator. Nah. I don't want to do that. What the hell is that? Oh, it's just a sticker or something. Sticker's coming out. Oh, wow. Fancy. That's well maintained if that's got the sticker still on it. Made in Korea. It might be maybe that's a replacement idler. I don't know. Alright, well. That looks like a nice sticking spot right there. It's in front of the radiator, which I kind of didn't want to do, but it'll work. Oh. Aha. There's an idea. And we could make the lines shorter too. What we could do is we could just bolt it right down into, will it or willn't it? It willn't. Willn't. It won't. Oh, shoot. Well, now that I made a big old mess, it won't go anywhere that I want it to go. Oh, dude. Okay, here we go. We're going to put it on this side, the passenger side, because the passenger side doesn't have a fan on the front of the radiator. I may put one on there, but it doesn't have one for right now. That's better. Well, why couldn't we just... Oh, I got an idea. Perfect. I don't know if we got enough bolting spots to bolt it to, but we'll find out. Let me go get the crud board here. Let me see if I can test my theory. Oh, that's bright. It's like the Curse of the Evil Daystar, but it's at night. Yeah, that's LEDs for you. Always too bright, except when they're not bright enough. Don't step on this because I don't want to get crud all over my crud board. Let's get some big tack screws. Oh, hold on. No, let's fix the... let's put the connector on it first. That way I don't have to lay in the dirt while I'm putting connectors on stuff. I don't like to do that. Alright, get the crud board back up. Here, hold this. Let's do it right here. That's what the lady said. Oh, shut up. Okay. Put the light up yonder, up above, on the hood. That should be sufficient. You see? Yep, you can see. Alright, we're going to take half of one of these, put it on the heckamajig, and the other half is on the other heckamajig. Okay, so red goes to that, or red goes to the open one. Red goes to the closed one. This one goes on the car because it's on the closed side, protected side. The red goes to the unprotected side on the non-car side. Now let's go get a crimpy-majig, or a cutty-majig. Chopper, chopper. Choppa, choppa, choppa. That's a Simpsons reference, by the way. Alright, so the red is on the unprotected side, that one. That's the fan side. That's the load side. Alright. Make sure you cut toward yourself. Your doctor needs to put his kids, or her kids, through college too. Alrighty. Rotate this. Thusly. There we go. Oh, you can just move this whole sheath down. I'm going to chop this off because this is a piece of crap and it will never survive a minute in the Ohio salt hell. I probably should have kept that for some reason, but no. Alright. Remove the insulation. Oh. I hope that's not aluminum wire. Sincerely hope that's not aluminum wire. I don't think, isn't that kind of hard to get? That would be kind of stupid to have aluminum wire in an auto parts store, but maybe they do, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got this from a Napa and they got the half-assed decent stuff. Alright, we're going to use our solder seal connectors on these too. Now watch this be aluminum too. Nothing you can, oh, it's copper. Look at this skimpy little wires I got in these things. Oh well, I mean, if it'll work, it'll work. Alright. Me two solder seals. I think we're going to need the red ones for this because they're little tiny. Well, not the little tiny ones, but these are cool. These things are great. I love them. So a lot of people don't like soldering stuff on cars, but the reason that you don't like soldering stuff on cars is because you've never seen somebody do it right with a sufficient amount of heat. I need some heat here. I need some heat. I need some heat. Can we get some heat here? Thank you very much. Fifth element. The guys are like smoking a doob while they're loading this big old nuclear thing in for the spaceship, the fuel. Glowing radioactive nuclear thing. They're just smoking a J. This will barely fit in here, but it will fit in here. Or else. Well, or maybe it won't. Oh, it will. Believe you me, it will. Or else. Put my glasses back into the extended position. You're supposed to leave these wires fanned out when you put them into here, but I usually can't because they won't stick in there when they're fanned out. Shamo. Alright, screw it. We're going to use the yellow, or the blue ones. They got more solder in them anyway. I wish I could use the red one. I'd like to use the smallest one possible. Yeah, these solder seal connectors are awesome. I love them. Alright. Let's stick this elsewise. Right there. This here. That there. Kind of mesh the wires into each other, sort of like. Okay, now where's my fire? Where's my heat? I forgot to get the heat gun out. There's a bug that crawled into my hole in my heat gun. What did you do? What the hell kind of bug is that? Oh, weird. They made like a little plug in there. I wonder what's going to come out of there. Huh. It's like a mason bee or something. Oh, that's weird. Yeah. Well, you don't bite me, I don't bite you. Alright, get the heat gun. Let's hook the heat gun up to the juice. There we go. Alright. Huh. It's almost like beeswax. Or it's a yellow jacket or something. I don't know. Never knew yellow jacket. That's probably a mason bee. Those are okay. Those are good pollinators. We'll leave them. As long as they don't bother me, we'll leave them be. Let them be. Aha! Aha! Oh, jeez. Oh, gee. Let it be. That's why I don't like putting too big a solder seal connectors on there, because the damn things fall right off when you're trying to solder seal them. Well, hopefully the bee will help I put the solder seal on. Then we're not effed. Alright, let's blow a breaker with this thing, eh? You want to make sure that you can see the solder starting to flow. You got to get her good and hot, but not so hot that it ruins the polyolefin tubing. AKA heat shrink. There, you see the blobs, the adhesive just went. Now the solder's starting to melt. You can watch it usually wicking up the wire. There it goes. That little bit of silver started wicking up into the wires. There it goes, see it? On the left side, now it's on the right side too. I thought that was excessively hot the first couple of times I did it, but you get them good and burny, they'll stick. They'll make good contact. Good and burny. All right, let's do her again. See if we can get a close-up of this. Probably, yeah, it's blurry. Well, that's what she looks like anyway. It's wicking up the silver stuff, so I guess that's tin aluminum or tin copper or something. Whatever it is, it solders. Okay, another blue one. Of course, the larger ones do have more solder, but they also takes more shrinking to get them to go into the wire. And they don't. Whoa! No, you don't. And they don't stick on as well. All right, stick. And also stick. By the way, don't grab hot things. This, I think, is not hot anymore. Nope, it's warm. Okay. Now I want to try to mesh the wires into each other as well as you can. Ouch. Now the heat gun's still hot though, isn't it? Alright. Fire away. Fire, fire, yeah, fire. Preferably not in this case. See if we can melt my camera too. Right on. The heat shrink shrunk. Oh, that's nice and warm. Don't want to let her cool off too much while you're... The big problem with people soldering car stuff is that they make bad solder joints like Chrysler did in the 80s and 90s. There it goes. See that little blob? That's silver. You get as much of that stuff dispersed as you can inside of there. So you got to use a half-assed decent... Oh, there it went up the other wire too. That's why you got to use a half-assed decent heat gun. You should have one of those shields on the end of there. It's like a heat spreader that lets you... It's specifically for doing heat shrinking wires. There it goes. See it? Okay, now she's soldered. See, you want to see bright, shiny silver solder whenever you're soldering something. If you don't, look at that. That's a good joint there. You always want to see bright, shiny silver solder. If you don't see bright, shiny silver solder, then you're not soldering anything. You're just sticking it together and it's going to screw up. All right, cool. Got our plug on there. Now we can stick her on. So I'm going to bolt this to the core support underneath up front and just use probably 4 tech screws. Because, you know, those are good to use. Let's see what we got here. We should have a box of them. Yep, there we go. Use 4 of these and they look pretty sharp. That'll do. They're long enough, so I'll go through the thingamajig and the core support too. Alright, we need a footer inner. There's that drill, that'll work. A sticker inner. I'm sitting this drill bit on the laptop, the step drill bit that was on the drill. If I ask later, that's where it went. So you'll notice I'm not yakking up a lung quite as much today, thankfully, because it's been raining for the last couple of days, and that makes the pollen go back to hell from whence it came, usually. But it is morning now. It's about, it's May 10th. It is 05:45 in the morning, Eastern Time. Shouldn't have reminded myself. Now I know that I can't breathe. Yak. I have no sense of smell, but I can tell you that the pollen this year doesn't taste very good in the air either. All right. Should we hitch up the lines first, or should we hitch up the lines last? I'm not sure yet. The lines are right here. I think we'll hook them up last. We got a nice big chunk of line on the end of here we can hook them up with. Big rubber stuff. All right. So let's go under here with the drill and the apparatus under construction. Let's put her on the bottom of the bumper, or not the bumper, but the core support. I think we got enough core support to do that with. Well, I guess we could put it hanging down under the radiator too. I'd rather not do that though, because there's I don't want it to hit stuff as I'm going through the rural areas. I mean, it'll be still a foot off the ground, but that's not quite as much as I want it to be. The whole point of this car is to get everything as far off the ground as we can so it works better, or it stays alive longer in the mud. Second gear, man. How about? There we go. Okay, let's see if we can find the place I was drilling in before. There it is. There it should be. Ouch. Stick her in there. Yeet. Ow, that's hot. Those are hot chips. Maybe we could just use 2 tech screws, get away with it. They're big enough, I suppose. I reckon. Yeah. Oh yeah, we can get away with that. Right on. Haha, cool. Okay, now we just bend the line over a little bit. Then we can, ouch. We bend the lines down, up and around and down and every which way. That'll let us get the lines as straight as we can directly into the cooler. Why don't you use the bender, you might say? Well, the reason I don't use the bender is because I can't fit my hands up in there to use the bender. So we'll just have to use ugly lines. Ouch. Okay, mystery pain has gone away for today. It's been about 24 hours since I worked on this. Wait, when did I work on this stuff? I think it was 24 hours ago. Maybe a little more, a little less, I forget. But mystery pain has left us for now. Hopefully it won't be back until next. I actually hope it won't ever be back, but if it does come back, give me a summer off, will you? I'm going to put these tech screws back in the hickamajig. Oh, you know what? We could put those in there because I've got a 90-degree drill attachment. I'm going to bring that with me on the trip too. Hell yeah. It was only $10 at Harbor Freight, and it was worth its weight in gold for what I used it for. Just about. Maybe not quite that much, but it was. Where the hell did it go? Alright, maybe we won't. We'll use it if we have to. We're going to bring a whole bunch of tech screws along with us to Hot Rod Power Tour too, because you know what's going to happen if we don't. We'll need them, and there won't be a Tractor Supply nearby. We'll be in the city or something. Alright, let's, shoot, we don't even need to take the clamps off of this. We just cut the hose in half, and then just route the halves into the thingamajig. Hell yeah, dude. That into there. The clampy-majig. There we go. Take her off. Is this where my 3/8 fuel hose went? Oops. There she be. Alright, give me a clamp. Actually, give me 2 clamps. We need those. 2 hose clampages. Regular type, non-high pressure type. There she be. Well, I got some more of these at Harbor Freight too, because I started sort of diminishing my supply. There's certain ones. Here's one. There's the 2. Nice. Phew. I wonder how much of the Power Tour stuff you're actually allowed to say. I mean, can I say Hot Rod Power Tour? Do I have to bleep it out? Can I even say tour? What are you allowed to say that you're like the Super Bowl? Well, you're allowed to do certain things. I mean, if I'll be attending Hot Rod Power Tour, that's like you should be able to talk about it, right? There we go. Okay, you can sit right there. And I'll tell you a story about how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. In West Philadelphia, born and raised, on the playground was where I spent most of my days, chilling out max and relaxing all cool and shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys, they were up to no good, started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight, and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." You should know the rest by now. All right. Okay, shove this onto the thingy here. Nipple. Put the hose onto the hose nipple. Why will the hose not fit onto the hose nipple? Don't hoses like nipples? That is 3/8 hose, isn't it? It's 3/8 line. Yeah, it says 3/8. 3/8 something, is it? Fuel hose. That's where my fuel hose went, damn it. Well, I hope this transmission fluid didn't screw up my fuel hose. So the stuff that's on there is the same number as this. So it is fuel hose that I put on the fuel line, not transmission, because you shouldn't do that. Well, maybe I should have tried to stick the hose on there when I was off. Now we have to... Oh, wait, no, this one. Why is that not going on? Pull the clamp back. Bend it a little bit to get it to where it will go. What in the shit? What was that? Oh, that's my rag. Get on. Alright, you know what? The transmission cooler came with transmission line, the appropriate stuff. Let's just see if that'll fit on where this stuff won't. I don't know why it's 3/8 is 3/8, but who knows? This stuff seems bigger. Will that fit on the spigot? Tell me they gave me the next size bigger cooler on here, which is supposed to be 3/8. Yep, it goes. All right, cool. I think it goes. Will it? Oh, come on. You know, man, like, let me read the box. Maybe it's not 3/8. I know it's not 5/16. Oh, I don't have the piece that's on there anymore. Shoot. What the hell? Well, that eats poop. Try not to break this whole apparatus that I just put together after trying to put this hose on the damn cooler. I'm glad I didn't have to do this on the side of the road. Of course, I may still, but hopefully not. Right, you can just get out of the way. Here, try this. It should just stick straight down onto there. Just go in. I wonder what if I heat it up with the heat gun a little bit. Maybe it'll do the trick. Yeah. Get on, bastard. Maybe if we oil it a little bit with transmission fluid. And I made a mess. I made a big old mess. Oh, that was my rag that I need. Nice. Give me my rag. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Alright. No one gets hurt if they don't act funny. Alright, we got the fluid on the inside and the outside. Let's just keep it on the outside. Well, let's keep it on the inside of the tube because that's where we need it. And hopefully come on. Little shit. You know, just get on it. There. I think we got it. Is it on? Try to get it on without ruining my new core. Alright, that'll do it. That's far enough. Jeez. You know what? Let's heat this up a little bit. I don't want to heat it a whole lot because I don't want to ruin the hose. But heat the end of it just a hair. I've noticed that helps sometimes. You don't want to get it hotter than it's going to be in a regular vehicular application, but you get it just warm enough that it's not freezing cold. Sometimes it'll help you. Yeah, that's loosening up already, I can tell. Whoop, too close. Alright, let's try it. Get it? Come on. Go. Damn it, go. Ah. 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 What the hell, dude? Just barely past the barb. We need a little bit more than just barely. It's got to go thousands of miles. I feel like I'm trying to poop. Get that and it'll be alright. That needs some leverage. How the hell are you supposed to put this stuff on if it don't go on? We rotate it as we put it down. Oh, there. Yeah, see that? Alright. What if I rotate it while I push on it? That's what the ladies say. Ah, it's still on. Whatever. Okay, I think that'll do. Yep, that'll just barely work, but it'll work. Just enough. Nope, it ain't. It won't come off either. Nice. Lovely. And then I punched myself in the face. That'd be great. Willikers, that'd be swell. Need a little bit of oil, not like a gallon of oil, just a couple of drops is all we need. Now let's use some PB, maybe that'll help. I mean, you're probably not supposed to use that on transmissions, but whatever. Oops. Pick it out. There we go. Okay, cool. See if we can get her going now. That was slightly farther than that. And we're on, I think. Are we on? That's enough. That is sufficient. It is with great sufficiency that it is sufficient. With sufficient sufficiency. Sufficiently sufficient. Okay, now, next pain in the ass part. Take these hoses off of here. These nice and close up to the edge where I can actually access them. That would be neat. Except that the screws won't turn out of the clamps. There we go. One of the major problems with cheap hose clamps is a lot of times the screws turn out of them. And then you may as well just pitch it. Alright, we're going to save this for fuel line, although I'm not sure we should use it as such because it's been in contact with transmission fluid, but whatever. Alright, we got to cut these to length. Take this one off too. There we go. Got her. I saved the clamp too, good. Okay, we need 4 clamps. We have a total of 3. We shall need to get one more. Is the one more here or is the one more elsewhere? I think the one more is elsewhere. We'll go get it when, well, you know what, we'll get it now because we'll forget and then not have a clamp on the line and it'll be a big pain in the ass. Okay, so a clamp we shall get clamp, comma hose, comma small. But not the smallest. Just sort of smallish. There's the one, right there. Good. If you wonder what all these birds are doing out here, hell if I know, it's 6 in the morning, go back to bed. The worms ain't even out yet. Means the bugs also aren't out, which is good. The bugs are evil around here. Oh, hey, is this fuel line hose too? Yeah. Cool. Alright, so we got an extra piece of 3/8 fuel line hose up there too, in case we ever need it. We'll keep this. Alright, 4 hose clamps. Got it? Now, got about yay much on each one. Wind her back a ways. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Whoops. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, we got a big old honking piece of this stuff here. Chunk of it. My hickey jig broke. Shoot. Well, I'll have to get another one. We'll just not have the little latch on it, that's all. Okay. On you go. That might be too small. Or are these all too small? Well, they come with the kit. That'd probably fit. If it didn't, I would shit. That would be the pits. Yeah. Oh man, my thing came loose a little bit. Shoot. You're not really supposed to yank on those so hard, are you? That's what the lady said. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, try that. See if it'll go on there. Yep, cool. Alright, hold that. Screw that. Oh, I can't hold and screw at the same time. That's a problem. Where did my 90-degree screwdriver adapter go? Or I could just use a great big long extension and go in over here. If I had some kind of a stick, I could hold the clamp on here with the stick and then put my screwdriver in there and turn the clamp. Turn the clamp. Or could we put something through this little slotted grill right here? Oh yeah. We got a nice little slotted grill right here that we could stick a big long extension through. That's going to be our ticket out of this place. Except I got to remember to bring that extension with me. Lest there be much weeping and gnashing of teeth. If it ever breaks. Alright, big honking extension, here we are. Will this turn the screw by itself? Probably not. Oh shit. There's a thing broke off in my big long extension. Oh, that's that one I broke the drill bit off in. Shit. This is why everything takes way too long. It took me upwards of 2 years to build this thing. Oh, hey, this is the second anniversary. Well, May 7th. May 7th was the second anniversary. That's 3 days ago. Alright, that's not going to friggin' work. Damn it. Or is it? Hold on. Well, it won't go on a screw. No. Oh, that's a Milwaukee, too. Shit. Man. Get something down here we could pry that out of there with. I can make little bits and pieces of razor blade go flying every which way. That'd be neat. These cheap step drills, when they break, they tend to shear off and make a big old mess inside they deform and it makes a mess inside of the, yeah, I just broke my blade. Well, I forgot there's a magnet in there too. That's probably what's partly screwing me. Huh. Got a wee little tiny pair of pliers that would work. Or maybe a little tiny pick. I'll try a screwdriver, but I don't think that's going to help. No. Well, we can get into it. Barely. just barely get into it, but I can't dig it out of there. Oh, I see oil moving around a bit. The broke off piece. Or water, or whatever the hell's in there. Ouch! Then I stabbed myself in the finger. Hooray. Huh. What the fuck? I need a hydraulic press channel guy to come in here and press the damn thing out. Ah, shit, I just lost my damn clamp. Nah, it's fucked. Where is it? Hold on. I got a fingernail on it. That's either a hell of a magnet. It's either a hell of a magnet or else it's wedged in there. Ah, screw it. What a pain in the ass. Every damn thing has got to be this way. Well, I may as well not bother to leave this in the truck because it's no good. That'll just piss me off when I break something and I have to go fix it. Simple project. Yeah, just put it on. Just put the cooler on. Like management, why does it take 27 hours to put on a transmission cooler? Because you got to move the whole damn earth around it to get to it. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is switch to the smaller size blade on the screwdriver. First of all, that'll help me out a bit. Oh, I can get a finger in there. Okay, cool. I can't see what I'm doing when my fingers are in there, but I can get a finger in there. That sounds like a personal problem. Oops. Alright. I'm going to face this forward, so just in case I ever do happen to get another long extension that doesn't have shit wedged in it, I'll be able to use it properly. Come on. Let's see about a nut driver that's this size. Do I have a small one? I don't have anything small enough. Shit. Well, that's no good. Oh, here's another hose clamp that'll probably fit. Arg. Well, should I take the cooler back off, stick the hoses on it? Arg. Alright, we'll do that. Take the cooler back off, stick the hoses on it, and then put it back up. This is turning into one of them things where you bitch about the engineers when you're working on the car. Except I'm the engineer I'm bitching about. Well, the book says you can do it this way. And the book is always right. Papa Smurf always says. I'm yelling, Papa Smurf, you're not doing it right. Oh yeah, that's actually probably the way to do it. You know what? Well, I've got this down. I'm going to make sure the Yeah. Make sure the cooler assembly is well mounted in there anyway. The hell? Oh, that's the screw off my thing. Clamp. Yeah. It's like work or something, man. Alright, push this crud board out of harm's way. Save my crud board. Because it's... Everybody knows the value of a good crud board. Cardboard for any of you non-Pittsburghese folks. Non-upper Appalachian hillbillies. Alright. Well, I guess we can shove these things on here better too, can't we? Since we got an angle on it. That's going to be a pain in the ass to get back off of there, but it'll be alright. Okay, what we're going to do is put this clamp on so that it faces where the front of the car is going to be, so I can stick, if I need to take it back off, I can stick my big long extension through the grill, through the little slotty things up here, that goes all the way back through. And then I don't have to do all kinds of bullshit about it. Although, taking them tech screws out of the bottom there wasn't that bad of a deal. Alright, here, you sit there. You screw like that. Alright, now the pollen's starting to come back out. Of course, with these hose barbs so tight as they are, I don't know that it's going to really leak anyway. There's not really supposed to be any pressure in this segment, but that is to be determined. If there is any pressure, you got a real big problem with your cooler. Or a real big problem with your transmission. Either way, it's not a good thing. That ain't real swift. As my grandmother used to say, that feller ain't real swift. Oh, come on. Man. Alright, here. I'll manually embiggen the clamp and then we'll stick this back. Geez, it's corroding already. Well, that doesn't look like a good sign. Alright, we'll stick this back on. Put them both facing the same way. That's kind of pretty far on the end of the hose, but it'll be okay. There we go. I was kind of cautious about how tight I crank stuff down because I know I'm going to have to take it back off at some point in time. On the side of the road in freezing rain with no flashlight and busted tools. Close enough. I didn't run it too bad, but it does kind of move back and forth now, which isn't good. You know what? Here's what we'll do. We're going to wedge a couple of them little sticky things in there. That didn't sound quite right. Well, draw your own innuendo from it. I'm tired. I just want to get this done. Put the sticky side toward the fan. Toward the fan housing, I should say. There we go. Cool. That'll just stick on there and stay there. Preferably. Another one on here. Ow! Ah, you shit fucker. Cute. Motherfuck. Alright, well. Did we bring them all over here? No, we didn't. I know I have at least one more. I may have another bag of these. And that's why I don't like these things. Besides the fact that they displace the fins in the radiator. Maybe I should buy myself some more of these too. Maybe that's what the springs are for. We'll put the little insulator pads in there, it'll be alright. Alright. Speaking of which, do we still have it? Oh, we still have this piece. So just the flippy thing broke off. Well, let's do this. Let's keep this right here. Still got the pad. Let's stick a brand new one up through here. Let's put the clippy thing on. Make sure my pads are still on there. Yep, good. Alright. Let's give her a good hard yank. And let's cut it a little farther up so we can put it back on if we have to. That way I can cut the shit out of myself on it when I'm trying to work on something else. And leave this in here just in case it may have a use. Who knows? You never know what you're going to be able to use when you're half-assing shit on the side of the road. To get home. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Now, did this break, or did it just pop off? It doesn't look like it broke to me. I'm going to leave it up here as a spare. Oh, this one's a little bit loose. Let's put some more little rubbers on there. Oh, I bent the damn fins with my thumb. Sucks. Come on. Yeah, close enough. One more in there will be set like Chet. Better that than stuck like Chuck. There we go. Alright, she's pretty much in there. Oh, those are clamped down pretty good too. Alright. See if you can see me while I put the thing back up in through the bottom. Well, Lavar, I think I know this one. What is a pain in the ass? Best Jeopardy host ever. I mean, the dude's from the 23rd century. What the hell are you gonna... How much better are you gonna do? And then they had freaking Blossom on there, or whatever the hell her name is. On Jeopardy. I don't know, maybe she's smart or something. LeVar is better on Jeopardy. Just because. You know? Dude's awesome. He's on Star Trek. He's in Reading Rainbow. He was one of my idols growing up. On Star Trek, of course. Alright. One more tech screw. And we're back to where we were an hour ago. That. Don't you dare. Where is the hole? Oh, those things are pretty solid on there. I promised myself I wouldn't make this thing like a new car, where you can't do anything to it without going to the dealer and spending $1 million. Well, that looks pretty good. And the good thing about that too is that I set it up so that the transmission cooler fan blows forward. So if you're going fast, you don't need it. But if you're going slow, you turn it on, and it doesn't matter because there's no airflow through the grill, so it's just going to blow forward. It'll take the hot air away from the engine and all that other jank. Oh, dude, look at that. I found my hickey. Majig. Doohickey majig, I should call it. That's a technical term. Okay, before we get to getting all funky with it, let's get some more hose clamps. Let's leave these in the car. These are my little radiator repair kit. Oh, hello. Hose clamp edge. A little radiator repair kit up here up front. Whoops, I need this. Oh, these are probably the two small ones, ain't they? Well, shice. Look at that nice radiator, that nice external oil filter mount though. That thing's awesome. That's rad. Neato. Jeepers. Well, no, it's not Jeepers because theirs probably wouldn't work. It doesn't have a duck on it. No. Now don't tell me this ain't gonna stick on this line either. That's dumb. M-U-D, dumb. Well, the even dumbester is that I forgot to put my clamp on there. At least I remember this time. Alright, get out of the way. Sit there. Move. Yeah. Yeah? Maybe. There we go. Kick ass. Sort of move this around a hair. There we are. Okay, well, oops, hold on. Don't forget the stupid clamp. Stupid Clamp is a trademark of the Stupid Clamp Corporation. Stupid Clamp, Vermont. Oh, it's definitely a stupid clamp. Alright, out you go into the groundhog hole, and we go try to find a new one. Maybe I should get some better clamp assortments. I mean, the Harbor Freight ones are okay, but sometimes they're okay and this kind of shows through. Quality inspector number 47 is letting some things through that don't need to be getting through. Sitting there playing with his phone instead of doing his job. Yeah, these lines are ugly as hell, but they'll work. As long as they'll function, they're okay in my book. Yeah. Come on. That's not enough line in there. Oh! Automotive technology. We put the FU in fun. Okay, that'll do it. Not the best I've ever done, but not the worst either. If it holds fluid, I'll deal with it. I need to get a nut driver that small too. Alright, that'll hold. Okay. Whew. I guess let's go make some combustion and see if she leaks. Yeah. Ooh, hello. Piece of all thread on the ground. There's a piece of all thread in here we could use too. Just a little chunk. Nope, maybe not. We'll just use this. Put this one in the stash. All thread stash. Alright, let's take this out of here. Hey. Well, let's see. Let's get this off of here. Let's get this out of harm's way. Put this on there. Flying every which way. Take these two pieces here. See if we let them drain for a little bit. I guess they are already drained. Okay, cool. We'll set them in the box for the parts. Parts box, check. Alright. Rag, check. Wiping the shit off my hands, check. Okay, why did I have this with me? What was I doing with this? It was something small. Taking it off? What did I do? Oh, I took the sensor off of there. Okay, that's all right. That's. I took the vestigial sensor off of there earlier. You just didn't need to see that. Wasn't really much going on. This car has still got some vestigial front-wheel drive stuff left on it. I need to get rid of some of it. Vestigial. Oh, it is. Alright, doink. Should have, yep, dome light's on. Cool. Alright, I gotta go get the keys. I'll be right back. Alright. Power's up. So we should just be able to get in the car. Put the key in. Whoops. Knock my dash loose. Yep. Rotate the key. Fuel pump primes. Turn the key. And it doesn't start. Why not? Probably because I bumped the damn hickey loose. It primes the pump, which means it's acknowledging that it's alive, but where's that square plug at? Oh, I'll move this over so you can watch the thing to see if it's got any leaks. Ouch. Alright, there's a square plug. It's got the starter thing on it. Got a big red wire going to it. There it is. Oh, yeah, I tore it apart. That's right. It's got this thing on it. Oh, yeah. The jumper fell off. Okay. Well. Oh, there it is. Yep, cool. Alright. Put her in that cavity and that connector. And our ka-chunk thing should ka-chunk once more. Alright, I'm going to stick this right here. I don't know if you can see anything or not, but if you can, you can. If you can't, oops. I'll put it up here. Oh yeah, that illuminates it some. You just can watch from right close. Watch it spray all over my new camera. My brand new lens on my brand new camera. Ah, because I ruined the older lens on my brand new camera by putting it in a bunch of car shit. Okay, let's see if the starter works now. Oh, the radio's on. Ah! And it's not missing anymore, that's good. I don't see anything that looks too rough. Well, it's still in park though, the pump's not on, hang on. I gotta put it in neutral for the pump to turn on. I gotta go hit the brake. I wanna run my ass over. Alright, breakage. Uh-oh. Why does that feel like it's going all the way to the floor? Oh, it's okay. It's just a real easy brake pedal, that's all. I forgot. Because the, the mechanical advantage of this brake pedal it's got a real small diameter master cylinder. Smaller than the original trucks. So in doing that, it gives it a mechanical advantage against the calipers. Yep, she's good. No leaks. Kick ass. Oh, that's some getting away with her there. Alright. If this radio actually works. Oh, I hear hissing. Static, but no actual radioage. Uh-oh. What's P mean? Ow!
Around 40.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's currently 50 degrees. Stay tuned for more morning edition.
That sounds like an automated degree thing to me. It's currently 50 degrees out of the doors in Boardman, Ohio. Alright, cool. So we know we need some speakers, but we got no leakers. Okay. The step drill is on the laptop where I told myself I left it. That's good. We're going to shove this back in the pack of nut driver set. Steve. Steve, put my nut drivers back. Alright, I'm going to put this here drill back in the truck. Shut the toolbox. Oh no, we're not going to shut the toolbox yet. It's not quite done. Put the keys back in the lockbox in the safe. Alright, so that's it. Transmission cooler is mounted. Now comes the, and dare I say this, but the easier part of putting a fan to it. The cool thing is we don't even need the fan on it right now, because we don't really have to worry about that because it'll get enough airflow when it's going down the road that it'll cool it. I know that by my Dakota. And the Dakota had a much worse setup. It was just laying on top of the engine, sort of around the area of the fan where it would get a little bit of airflow. And that's about to roll over 250,000 miles, so it couldn't be doing anything too awfully bad. Yeah, 250,000 miles out of a stock original 42 RH transmission. The blower upper ones on the Dakotas. Booga booga. Yep, part of that was part of that transmission longevity was the cooler that I had to put in at like 170,000. It had a pretty easy life anyway before that, but I put an auxiliary cooler in the Dakota at 170,000. And then I started putting Type F fluid in it when it started slipping a little bit on the second or third shifts. And it started shifting like brand new. And now instead of Type F, I'm putting John Deere fluid and everything, J20A. And this stuff just kicks all manner of ass. I wish I'd have found this stuff 100 years ago. Especially on these Chrysler the Ford Tauruses, you probably can't save those, but these Chryslers, man. I don't think you can save the 4-speeds either, but you might have been able to. If anything could, that John Deere fluid could, because that stuff's badass. It just doesn't let it hardly slip at all. And that's exactly what I want. I do not want a transmission that slips intentionally. That's the dumbest damn thing ever. You know, you don't program it to make a real easy shift from the factory. That's asinine. Well, of course, it makes you sell more transmissions, though, doesn't it? But programming a transmission to slip from the factory just to make it smoother. Well, we don't want NVH, noise, vibration, and hardness. That's no good. It won't sell cars. Well, yeah. So once everybody finds out that your transmissions blow themselves to shit in short order, you're not going to sell cars anyway. Except to people who don't have any friends who are into cars, who don't know any better. And then you'll sell a whole bunch to them until they start realizing that you can't get any mileage out of a car with no transmission. I mean, they're not all that bad. You can get away with some of them, but the plus 4 stuff, that junk, and 71, 76 and all that, they got friction modifiers, and it makes everything slip. It makes it shift real smooth like, but the only reason it feels smooth is because it's slipping the clutches. And when you're doing that, it's making heat and it's burning her up. You don't want to do that. This Dakota and this Daytona now, I got that with the Type F and now with the John Deere fluid, it's even better. They just bonk right into the next gear. They don't fuck around there. They don't sit there and, well, let's engage 2 gears at the same time and just for a little bit, just to be on the safe side. No, they just, you wind her out and then just bonk, and you're in the next gear already. It's not like a crunchy bonk. It's you know what that feels like when something goes wrong. Not like a crunchy noise, it's just like a bonk. And then you're just in the next gear. And you're still going down the road. And it ain't heated up none. It ain't burning half the friction material off the clutches. You're just going down the road. Imagine that. I know it is blasphemy of which I speak, but hey, sometimes you gotta win one. You gotta figure out a way to make these transmissions last way longer than they're supposed to. Hey, still got antifreeze in there. Cool. Literally. Haha. Okay, so check it out. Get to draw a line on a piece of cardboard. Look at this. Getting down there. There's a whole bunch of stuff I had to put on there. Now it's not quite as much. Gas tank, canister, we need to do that. Pump mount, that's next. Regulator mount, that's the E word. That's just the tech screw on that. Okay, these two we're going to have a little trouble with. Turn signal controller, it's at my shop right now. Jeebus speedometer, I have that at the shop, getting ready to go. Temp gauges, that's headlights aren't too bad. Off-road lights we can leave off until we get done. Until we get back. Remove mouse shit, that's a hard part. Headliner, I just cut it out. It's no good at all. Cross member, transmission cooler. There we go. And we're going to have to hook up the drivetrain fans wiring, but that's next. I might just put them on switches or something, put some gauges in there. I'd like to have something that's automated, just so if I forget, which I will, absolutely. We're not going to need a heater core, we're going down south, I hope. Until it gets all real rainy and foggy and shit, and the whole inside of the car fogs up. I wish I would hook the heater core up. Maybe, if we got time. We'll see. Alright, well, I'm just kind of glad I got that filter out of there. It was bouncing around in there making a mess out of itself. Now it isn't anymore. It looks pretty cool there. Maybe I'll put a transmission filter, auxiliary filter there too. Just very easily hook it up to this, right? Yeah. Well, I'll have to take one line, jump it together, go over there, and another line to go back over and into there. No, that's not as hard as this was, because I could take this off of here, take one of these. All I'd have to do is take one of these, take these off of one of these lines. We could do that. That'll be after the power tour, though. That's going to take too much money and too much time to fix up right now. And it works the way it is, and it'll work for 100 million miles the way it is, so we're just going to leave it. But eventually I want to get 200 million miles out of it instead of just 100. So that's in the back of my mind, is how to make this thing more and more reliable. I'm not going to say that it is reliable, because then it'll really be bad. But decrease the unreliability of it. How about that? Alright, well that's good for now. Let's move this over here so we can jump the hood. And that'll be it for now. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Alright, I'll see you uns later.